Hi friends, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing you reflecting, I'm seeing you think about something. So for some of you, this is connected with somebody that came into your life that you feel like kind of shook things up, and it's like, oh, how could I have let this person like come in and just do that? Like, I didn't really think about that. That was an impulsive move that I made on my part. I get the sense that this is like not somebody new to you, or there were like definitely signs at least that you had been picking up on, where like in retrospect I'm seeing you be in a space where it's like, oh, I should have known that it would lead to that, or I should have known that I was going to be like disappointed by XYZ or whatever. Like, it seems like there were precursors is what I'm getting. For those of you that this is in the reverse, you could have rushed into a situation without really thinking about it, and it could have been something impulsively that you did, and now it's like in looking back on it, because I am seeing there be this notion of reflection. Now it's like in looking back on it, you may be thinking like, wow, that was really impulsive, or like maybe I should have thought about that a bit more, or even like I was moving and just being even guided by my sacral energy and not the rest of my chakras, and thinking about that. I guess that can be on both sides too. Because your sacral energy, it's kind of like, it's like a combination of your Venus and your Mars energy. It's like both what you attract and also what you're going after. So it's like the things that are magnetized towards you, and the things that you're magnetized towards. It's not the only thing that Venus and Mars are, but it's part of it. So yeah, I don't know if you're on the end of being like, oh, like this person came through very quickly and I wish that they would stay a while, but they don't, and it's always like this and I just let that happen again. Or if you're on the other end of it where it's like, things for some reason did not go the way that you expected for them to, and it's like, if I had thought that out a little bit more, I may not have done it like that. Because somebody also may have thought, like, for those of you that went and approached somebody in this way, somebody may have thought that you were too like aggressive or abrasive, or even I'm getting a sense of like maybe somebody didn't feel like they knew you well enough to be approached by you like that. So it can be lots of different things. Trying to cover all the bases here. We're going to get a more clear understanding of what's going on. Boundaries. So it looks like we're on the end of the people that had somebody come through and feel a type of way about it. You have the decision to set boundaries is what I'm seeing. You may not decide to do this though. I'm seeing you be in a space where it's like, I know that I should be doing this, but like, are you actually going to? For some of you, this is about needing to end what this is that's going on, that you recognize is not beneficial for you to continue happening, or you see it as not being healthy. I'm seeing you reflecting on this. I'm seeing a lot of Virgo energy. Sorry, my nose gets itchy when I channel, for those of you seeing me rub my nose. It's been a day. Alright. Yeah, there's something about needing to say, no, I don't want what you're offering. Ooh, for some of you, this was a challenge and you passed the test is what I'm seeing. I'm hearing you sent somebody back home. Sent somebody back home. It seems like you came to realize that like what was being offering was not what you wanted. Not in the grand scheme of things anyway. And it seems like it finally came to light. Like maybe it even finally sunk in that your guides were encouraging you to say no to this. I'm seeing you put your foot down here. I'm definitely seeing your guides celebrating this for you. This doesn't look like it was something easy to do. I'm still seeing you be a bit in your head. Like, you may still be like, was that the right decision for me to make? Yeah, it was the right decision. It was the responsible choice, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you feel very, 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 very pleased with yourself by doing things in this way. I'm even seeing you, like, kick back a message or, like, return something. What it looks like to me is that somebody thought that they could just kind of, like, stumble their way back into your life, and it looks like you weren't going to let that fly. And I'm seeing that, like, you set boundaries. Sorry, I thought I saw something in my kitchen. I'm seeing you be in a place where, like, somebody came through in some way where you needed to be in a place where it was like you became like a prime editor here. It's like this paragraph that was sent to you, or this text that was sent to you, like, you really became like in true Virgo mode. And remember, all of us have Virgo in our charts. I'm talking about, like, the archetype of Virgo here, where it's like you want to read every word, and we're gonna, like, edit this and, like, understand, like, what's going on behind that and all of that, and we're not gonna miss any red flags here. It's like we're really paying attention to, like, the whole like context, and, like, also the undertone and also the overtone of this. So whoever this is that's coming through to you, I'm seeing you be in a space where you are like, I will listen to what you have to say. However, like, if parts of this are not resonating with me, I'm gonna be honest with you and let you know some of this is not resonating with me, or none of it's resonating with me. And for a lot of you, I'm seeing you be in a space where you weren't just going to take what was being, like, shoved in your face. I'm seeing you be in a space where it's like, you can stop right there. I'm going to really think about all of this before I respond to you. I'm seeing you be, like, very cool, calm, and collected about this, at least on the outside is what it appears like. And I'm seeing you turn something down because you know something isn't resonating with you. And I'm also seeing you be in a spot where, like, you feel very, very good about this. And the way that you responded to this person, the way it looks like you sent something back to them, and this could be like a response to them, whatever this was that you did, I'm seeing you feel very good about this. You even feel like something has come full circle. For some of you too, in the past, like, you did not really feel like you could step into this position for yourself, maybe with this person. And now I'm seeing you be in a place where you don't feel like you could have represented yourself better. You feel like you did it in the best way that you possibly could. I'm even getting a sense of you feeling really proud of yourself too. Love to see it. I'm here feeling good, living better. The person that's receiving this, they look a little bit surprised. I don't know if they would have necessarily thought that this would be the response that they got from you. I don't know, like, how much of a reaction they gave. Like, they may have been more in a space of, like, I don't know, maybe being a little bit thrown off for some of you, actually. Yeah, this is, like, not what you would have... I'm seeing them not expect you to be like this because, like, in the past, it was not like this. But I'm seeing you be in a spot where you were like, I've learned from my history, I'm not trying to repeat that again. I'm seeing a big win for you here, for real. What it looks like to me is that, like, this cycle, this energetic cycle, whether it be having been with the same person over and over again, or it had been, like, different people but the same energetic cycle, whatever this was, what it looks like to me is that you learned what you needed to learn to complete this in the way that you needed to complete this. And I'm seeing you finally feel like there's a sense of feeling like you really completed something big here. And also that you may have, like, not felt confident before in your way to, like, maneuver or handle through a situation with this person before. And now I'm just seeing things look very different for you. In a very desirable way as well. I'm seeing you feel, again, very, very immaculate is what I'm hearing. about the way that you showed up for yourself, the way that you represented yourself. The knowledge that you applied within this opportunity, because everything's an opportunity, right? Like somebody sending you a message, if you feel like this is somebody that you're meant to be setting boundaries with, it's like an opportunity to then do that, to then apply what you've been learning, you know? It sounds like this has been like the karmic testing ground for you, and you just passed the test. Like, even though we're making it sound very cut and dry, like the process may have been a lot a lot more complicated, more complex, more intricate than this. It seems like I'm just being guided to like give you a quick like overview right now of this. It looks too like this person may still be within your auric field. I'm seeing somebody that's still keeping an eye on you. For some of you, this person has Scorpio in their chart. There's some heavy placement for Scorpio. I mean, we all have Scorpio. Maybe they have Scorpio. They may have Scorpio in their big three. Sun, Moon, Rising. You're completing a lesson about what this is that you really want, but like, not a lesson in what your human wants. It's like what your spirit actually wants. I'm seeing this be really deep. You may have needed to be like a little bit icy with this person, not in a way where it was like, yeah, let's be mean to them. I'm not seeing it be like that. It's more in a way where it's like, let's really have boundaries and be really standing within that. And also, there's this notion of being able to be compassionate while still holding your ground. And it seems like that was exactly what was needed on your end. Because I'm seeing too, if you weren't deliberate with this person, there's this sense of getting stuck with something that you wouldn't actually have wanted. So it seems like this was about like going past even just like maybe physical desires for you and going deeper to like, what is my soul really wanting? Like, what am I really being called to do? Like, is this a situation that I want to have to go into another karmic cycle with somebody again? Or is this a situation where like I need to show up for myself where I don't have to repeat that again? Because I'm seeing it be like, now because you turn this, I'm seeing this be a karmic contract that you turned down. Now because you turn this down, you actually get a karmic contract that you want. You get something that you want. It seems too like some sort of ticket after the hard work that you've been putting in to, like, I'm seeing your guides really support you through this cycle. I'm even seeing spirit telling you that something is done now. It looks like it's not going to be repeating again. Somebody wanted to reconnect with you, but there's something going on with this person's energy. I'm seeing like somebody just get you in a spot that it doesn't feel good to be stuck in that spot. And once they get you there, you may feel like you can't really get out from underneath them, metaphorically speaking. Because I mean, really, this is about like you with yourself, and also the things that you feel in a way are kryptonite to you. But yeah, in like, let's like separate this, right? You have your higher self, and then you have your human that is connected with like your human condition and your desire system and all of that, and like your physical things that it wants and it needs, like food and physical connection and all of that stuff, and addictions and codependency and all of those things. When it came to you connecting with this person, on one level it could have been something that you wanted, because there's this sense of feeling like really, really good, but maybe feeling weary of that, or feeling mindful. I'm even getting something where it's like dark, rich, smooth. Like I'm hearing things about like coffee flavors and stuff, but I'm hearing bold now. It just seems like this was a situation with this person where things could be really good, but it's like you guys connect with one another, and it's like that first connection turns out to be like a sleepover, and then you're at each other's house for the next 3 or 4 days straight, and then you just go home for a little bit and you're going to see them again. It's like things pick up very quickly, and I'm seeing this be like somebody that you have chemistry with. It's somebody that you get along with very well. However, at the same time, things get out of hand very quickly with this person. And you may feel like they get into a place that feels very sticky and unhealthy. For some of you, this is a social setting. A social setting, a social scene, a friend group. Not for everybody, but it is somebody that you socialize with in some way. But there's this sense of like, and knowing that if you go there, and knowing that if you connect with this person or with these people, that you get like fully sucked into this. And even feeling like it doesn't allow you to take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm seeing you know that this is something shadow related. This may really like activate something within you that you feel is very, very hard to moderate. And you would feel like it's sabotaging your self-care. I'm also hearing self-control to get yourself involved with this. I'm seeing somebody with a tattoo. It looks like the Venus symbol. It may be something very small. Like somebody may have a small tattoo that's maybe like that big. I'm seeing somebody with a tiny tattoo. It may be on like a thigh or on an ankle, or like this area of an arm, not upper arm, like maybe from here down, something like that. Yeah, something would be too heavy. The thing is that if this were a situation that you could go into where the devil weren't involved with it, it wouldn't be an issue. However, because there's something here that you see as being something that you shouldn't be touching, energetically at least, that's where it becomes too stressful to be able to manage in a functional way. It becomes dysfunctional. So there's even some type of addictive component or quality. And that's also something to be mindful of too, because like when we have a connection with somebody or with a thing, energetically, like when it is a light connection, meaning coming from like a high vibration, when it's a high vibrational connection, we should feel like energized, we should feel like encouraged, supported, seen. It should be like joyful and fun. It should like fill us with those things, a sense of connection, a sense of feeling validated, feeling supported, things like that, feeling calm, feeling settled, feeling at peace, stuff like that. This may be something where it's like, it feels so magnetic that once you get connected to it, it's like, I feel like I can't separate myself now. So like, what is that? And like, when you do start separating, it's like, wait, I think I need that thing again, because like, I feel better when I have that. It's like this sort of dependency that you feel now. It's like an attachment, because that's what the devil is. So and it's a pleasure that comes from a worldly sense. This is something that is not coming from like a high spiritual sense. This is coming from like this may in some ways momentarily only satisfy your human, but when it comes to you and like your higher self, this doesn't do anything for your higher self. Except get you in a gridlock is what I'm hearing. Because it's like, then you feel like your higher self and your human are like clashing with one another. Because something's going on here. Even something that you feel like separates your higher self from your body. And then something has to be ironed out. So I'm just seeing it be a stressful, yeah. You know better, I'm seeing. As I said before, if the devil were not involved in this scenario, I'm not seeing there be an issue with this scenario. It's because of the like addictive quality that is integrated into this is why your guides are like, don't even touch it. Because something is going on that like the energy isn't right. That's the thing. And it's too hard to control too. Like it seems like energetically, like chakras are doing things that like things are not regulated, things are not in flow. So I don't know again if these are like, it looks like people are connected with it. This is connected with something like socially to you, or like connecting with a particular person. For some of you there are other things that are also involved or connected with like this scene. For some of you it just has to do with the person, but either way it's something that like you know better than to get yourself involved in, because you know that when you finally get out of it or get away from it, there's like a withdrawal period. And it's like if you're doing something that you're connecting with that's of a high frequency, you would not be going through any sort of withdrawal or anything like that. And I'm not just talking about like drugs or substances or whatever. This looks like it's more connected with a person or with people than it is with anything else. But yeah, it has you feeling even like there's something outside of you that you need or that you're meant to become dependent on. And anything that's promoting that is something you want to be mindful of. Because you already have everything that you need. You don't need anything outside of yourself. You got it all. And you know that too. But you may be fighting your intuition. Like I'm seeing it's like you know this. You know this within you, like in the deepest part of you that is like more you than anything. You know this, but there's still this sense of being like don't tell me, I don't want to see it. Tell me tomorrow maybe. What's that about? So you're thinking about it. You're like, how deep would be too deep for me to get involved in this? You're like, how much before it gets really bad? Is it... I'm also seeing you reflect and be like, can I stay away from it? Like, do I want to? I'm seeing you try to figure something out here. Your guys are telling you that if you're not reflecting and if you're not taking time to think about this, and if you are like not asking yourself like, hey, what do I need? And like, what do I really need? Especially in a spiritual sense within this situation, it's time to be doing that. Because your guides are saying we need to prioritize reflecting, and we also need to prioritize self-care. And I mean like true, real, grounded self-care. The thing that's going to have you feeling good. Focusing on you is going to be helpful. For some of you too, you're going to be disconnecting a bit socially, I'm seeing. You may be taking some more time to yourself. You would know this thing too, you may also feel like there's something about it like pulling away your independence. Like when it comes to all of the things that you have to offer, you may feel like this dims you as well. You may feel like you show up with your best self, and then like when you get involved in whatever this is, it kind of like pulls it out of you. I'm hearing takes it away. That's what you may feel. Karmically, it's time for you to be focusing on you. I'm seeing that be where your guides are encouraging you to go. There's something about you being benefited by taking the time to kind of like pull back and keep more to yourself right now, is what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing this be, it's not going to be like that for a long time. It seems like something that you're going to move through quickly. By you taking this time for yourself, you're going to move through it quickly, but there's something that you need to do here for you. It's going to help you figure something out too. It's going to help you figure out what to do, to make a decision. I'm also seeing a tower here. Spirit's saying to take this seriously. I'm hearing it's not a joke. So, interesting. I'm looking at Taurus and Virgo here. King and the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, look at you go. I'm seeing you reflecting and figuring out more how to show up for yourself and take care of yourself. I'm also seeing that karmically there's a big decision that needs to be made, and you are going to find the answer by reflecting and also connecting with spirit, because that is going to tell you what needs to be done as far as your personal responsibility and also worldly responsibilities and also other responsibilities if anything doesn't fall under that umbrella, which I would think that that would cover everything, but it seems like there's also potentially another category of this falling into things. I'm also seeing you making progress too with what this is that you're doing. So when it comes to you consistently showing up for yourself and being like reliable for yourself and taking yourself seriously and like being a good friend to yourself, I'm seeing this be you making progress with your sense of independence and also just your trust in the process and you understanding the gravity of the decisions, the choices that you're making. Yeah, there's something here about like Spirit's even saying to some of you guys may be experiencing like pain or pressure in your back. Like I'm feeling stuff within the lower back. It feels just like something needs to be moved around even. I don't know what exactly this is, but something feels either like it needs to be stretched. If you hear like squeaking, it's just the chair. But yeah, something needs to be stretched or like moved around or something. Or you may just like get pain in your back. I'm getting it specifically around the left side lower back. Could just be holding tension as well. That can be stress too. Anyway, back to the reading. Spirit's saying that there's a really big focus on you taking care of yourself, like taking care of your physical body, taking care of your physical body, taking care of things like within the home and the things that are important within your personal life that you are responsible for, and stuff like making sure that you're like eating healthy and consuming things that you feel like are high vibrational. So it's like the food and also like the media and the conversation and like the books that you're reading or whatever you're reading online or like on Instagram or like wherever it is that you are doing what you're doing. It's like pay attention to what it is that you are consuming, because it's not just food, it's not just water. I'm getting stuff about alkaline water here. It's not just like food and drink, it's also other stuff too that you consume vibrationally, energetically. So like I'm seeing you be guided to like be very mindful of these things right now, and this may be something that you're taking more into account now. And I'm also seeing stuff like stuff going on within like not just when you're in your own element, like within your own like home or where you stay. Also, like when you're in the like outside world or when you're in the professional world, like you showing up and taking care of your responsibilities, things like finances or like appointments or this or that, or like paying bills, stuff like that. There's also a focus on that. So it's like all of the things that are connected for you within the 3D that you are doing, that you are responsible for because you are within the confines of a body right now currently. So I'm seeing you get more, it seems like you're becoming more well adjusted, and maybe you hadn't been feeling like that before too. Because it seems like there were maybe things that you were holding on to that started feeling heavy, that you're like, you know what, I don't have to hold on to this anymore. I'm actually seeing somebody running. You know when people run and they're doing resistance training and they put that thing that kind of looks like a parachute behind them and they run and it holds them back? I'm seeing it be like you were doing that before, and it's like now you're just letting go of the parachute and there's so much less resistance when you try to move. But it's all been a process. It's all been like a cleansing, a clearing process. Whew. It seems like there's a lot that you're doing also on the emotional front as well. Like you seem just more calm and more grounded, more level, more feeling more like you can just do whatever this is that's going on, or like when things pop up, feeling like you're capable of managing them. So who are we looking at? I have the Sun, Venus, Capricorn, Saturn. So like heavy Capricorn here. Somebody may have like double Capricorn placements, maybe a stellium in Capricorn. I'm just seeing like overall a lot of earth energy because we have Sun, Venus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Jupiter, Saturn. And remember too, like this can just be a big focus on physically what's going on for you. Earth signs are connected with like physical manifestations. So earth signs, earth houses. Not limited to, but yeah. Okay, so whatever you're doing, there's a sense of success here. I'm hearing accomplishments, so it just seems like you're doing what needs to be, done. So I see this as being a confirmation for you that you are on the right path. Definitely on the right path. To have these two here, this is like whatever this is that you've been working towards, or like a battle that you've been working through, or something that you have been studying, or like whatever this is that you've trying to be accomplishing, this is a victory here. So there's a sense of you like finally completing something, or like getting to that goal. And with the Nine of Pentacles, that means like something finally materializing that you've been working towards. So this is like all of your hard work paying off is what I'm seeing here. And this is like hard work that you put into, that you can take the bow because you were like, I'm the one responsible for this and I'm the one putting in the work, and now like you're seeing the fruit of your labor. All of these things coming to fruition. I'm seeing this be something that you feel very, very good about. This feels also very pure too. This has been a test. That's why it's felt so tricky. There's a lot here about integration that I'm seeing too, and maybe you felt like that was, of course, a lot here about integration. Speaking of integration, this was all you being tested intuitively. It's like, how powerful are you actually? But I'm seeing it's like you have the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So this, whatever this is that you've been tapping into, I saw 3444 on the time. If you look up the angel number of that, it's going to give you more insight into this. Whatever this is that you've been tapping into, whether this be like somebody that you've been connecting with, or just like this aspect of you that you've been connecting with, your like psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities, whatever you want to call them, I see them as being what's intrinsic to you, your gifts that you have, that you are tapping into. Whatever challenge this was before, where like you may not have been accessing them in full, it looks like you are accessing something in full now. I'm hearing something about a royal flush. So yeah, it seems like you have a full sense of clarity now, where there's like not the doubt that maybe you, no doubt that you were having before. It's like everything's clicking, everything's making sense, everything is in like better than working order is what I'm seeing here. It was just a test to see if you would follow your intuition, because I'm seeing there be this really strong part of you that has become like more even than just a guiding force for you. It's like I'm hearing the code that you live by. I'm seeing this be stronger even than just an internal compass for you. It's just been a matter of you connecting with it and trusting, leaning all the way in. I'm seeing you be very, very connected here. Very solid. All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.